evening, traders. Sunday night, the 19th of September, and you can see the challenges on already for these markets. You got the sell off on Friday. Once we got under the 50, it pretty much never got it back above it. That settle close underneath it was pretty much the first alarm is on right there, and now you're seeing the potential for how they're going to move money and or try to sustain this rally at some point again. But this is kind of threatening, so you want to be smart, and obviously this is a first time in a long time, and this is probably a better way to look at this. To get a bigger picture of the meaning of this price breakdown, and maybe as opposed to the others that we've had. And you can see, look at this is a daily chart in the ES right here, and look at how, and this is your 50 right here. So I just want you to see this and look at how price on every hard sell-off has held the 50, punched, but it's held it. In fact, if you go on, you can see it's pretty much held it for a really, really long time. But this is the strength of this rally. This is what you can really see in all of this. You can see all the price breakdowns in the 50s have either gave it another push back up and consolidation, but it keeps challenging it. This is a huge rally. So the question becomes, and once again, this is sitting right on the trend lines right here. And I had these trend lines painted God knows how long ago. So these are super significant, and we're already challenging price here. So tomorrow morning is be about respecting anything up to the 50 it could be considered resistance. If any challenge is halted, like say for example into tonight's pricing, if they hold and give you anything rally back up into it, you're going to want to challenge that early. I just don't know if that's the case here, because this looks like a pretty hard bailout. So the question becomes, what will be the extent of the bailout? So I mean, if these lows tonight don't hold, I believe that 4350 is going to be the big number. Okay, if you get it early, if it comes in late, then it's always a deep concern, because when price is failing late, there's a fairly good chance at this point we're going to roll even harder, and eventually it could come down to the 100, which is sitting around 4320. But first things first, this is where we're at right here. So, you know, this is where you got to be cautious about picking those hard spots to buy, but there are going to be opportunities if the market oversells, and there'll be quick profit taken and potential hard run-ups from them. But you got to respect the magnitude of of this rollover right now, and you got to get proof that the money's in there to hold this up. So you got to pay attention to what the big institutions are doing, and pay attention to that to the volume. Um, that's pretty much it. I haven't been on in a while, guys, but this is going to provide some great trades. So I am going to start coming back on. I was going to get a little more in depth and show some stock as well, but you can see the cat's out of the bag here all the way across the board. So the Nasdaq's striking its 50 right down here, guys. It's coming in about 50 160, and that's pretty much could be done overnight from where they're at right now. That's another 70 points or 50 points in a Nasdaq. That's like nothing. Like you can see the Dow. This is the Dow. Look how far hard hit under the 50 they are now, guys, and that's coming in from 34,580, which I think I remember was that maybe we were settled. We were up there maybe at some point last week, and you can see that was a sign right there, and a settlement under that. And you can see the effects. So who knows? And when you look at these charts, it's kind of scary, because there is some significant downside objectives, and this market has not had a full onslaught on correction of over 10%. Close. I think we've had an 8, but nothing near a 10. So you just never know. So you have to respect the strength of this if it gets churning, guys. I'm just giving you some locations that could be of interest for the scalp, for the fade. reversals off it. It's the same philosophy that you guys have been taking into account as this rally. A lot of my analysis has always been the fade. Even in a rally, I was always looking at the fade around R1 and R2, where I thought price was extended for opportunities back into the strength. You know what I mean? Which were these basically your 9 and 18 MAs, where price kind of fluctuates during your early day, intraday trading. So let's see how this all plays out tomorrow. We'll take a look at this in the morning. I couldn't even begin. I'm giving you some keys here, and you're sitting on all these key price levels. So good luck tomorrow, guys, and I'll check with you during the week.